Good afternoon, class. In the last class, we have learned about sorting, why is sorting needed, and how is sorting done. Today, we will talk about the materials are sorted on the basis of their properties. So, we will talk about properties of materials on which they are sorted. So, first one is appearance. Appearance is how they look, how materials look. For example, I have taken one example, gold here. You can see there is a shine on gold. Gold has some shine. That means it is lustrous. Let's take another example, wood. You can see it is dull in its appearance. That means it does not have any shine. That means it is non-lustrous. Materials are sorted on two bases, that is lustrous items that have shine on them, for example gold, silver and copper, and non-lustrous items, that means which does not have shine on them, for example sulfur, phosphorus, etc. There are many other materials which does not have shine on them. Next property is hardness. Some materials are hard while some other materials are very soft. For example, let's talk about rock or soft toy or teddy bear. Rock is very hard. It does not break easily. But soft toy, that is teddy bear, can be compressed easily. Next is soluble and insoluble. Some substances are soluble in liquid, that they can dissolve easily in the liquid, while substances does not dissolve in liquid very easily or not dissolve at all. They are known as insoluble substances. Now let's see this video.
Soluble and insoluble materials. Let us conduct an experiment to check the solubility of some substances. Take 3 glasses of water, a spoon, and some salt, sugar and sand. Add a spoon of salt to the first glass and stir it. You will notice that the salt completely dissolves in water. Similarly, add a spoon of sugar to the second glass. You will observe that the sugar also dissolves in water. Finally, add the sand sample to the glass of water. The sand will not dissolve in water and just settles at the bottom of the glass. Materials like salt and sugar are called soluble as they dissolve completely in water, whereas some substances which do not dissolve in water, like sand, are called insoluble materials.
Next property we have is flotation. Some materials float on water while some materials sink in water depending upon their weight. Let's see this video.
There are some objects that float in water and some that sink. Take 3 glasses of water. In separate beakers, take oil, small pebbles and dry leaves. Add all 3 materials to the 3 glasses respectively. Observe that oil floats on water and forms a separate layer. The pebbles sink in water and settle at the bottom of the glass. The dry leaves float on water as they are very light. This demonstration gives us an idea about objects that sink and.
Now the next property is transparency. We can sort the material on the basis of transparency, that is they are transparent, opaque or translucent. Transparent is the property of a material which allow the light to pass through them completely. For example, glass. Next is translucent. Translucent materials are the materials that allow partially light to pass through them, while opaque materials are the material which does not allow light to pass through them at all. You can see in this picture, in the first picture butterfly is completely visible, in the next picture that butterfly is partially visible, and in the third picture butterfly is not visible at all. Let's see this video.
Transparent, translucent or opaque depending upon their treatment of light. Objects that allow light to pass through them are called transparent objects. Most of the light falling upon a transparent object passes through it to the other side, thereby allowing us to see through them. Glass, clean air, pure water, etc. are examples of transparent objects. Objects that do not allow any light to pass through them are called opaque objects. As a result, we cannot see through them. When light falls on an opaque object, its shadow is formed on the other side of it. Wood, sheets of metal, dark-colored plastics, rocks, etc. are examples of opaque objects. Objects that are partially transparent and partially opaque are called translucent objects. They allow light to pass through them in a scattered or diffused manner. Frosted glass, tracing paper, greased paper, etc. are examples of translucent objects.